All right, so welcome back from that quick break. Now I get to introduce my guest. I'm in the home of former Ghana U20 Star Odjer and also Black Starless captain Moses Odjer. Moses, good to have you back in Ghana.
Thank you.
I mean, it's been some time. I mean, you've been away for a while. Last summer you were not able to drop. You were not able to come to Ghana. COVID has been our enemy.
Yeah. I was supposed to come last summer, but because of the COVID, I wasn't able to come. And this time around, I decided to come because it's been a long time I came to Ghana, almost 2 years now, and I decided to come and see my family and friends. That's why I'm here.
Sure, amazing stuff. Good to have you back in Ghana.
Thank you.
Yeah, so my guest is Moses Odjer, former Tema Youth, former Ghana 20, local Black Star B these days, they call them Star Moses Odjer. Moses, first of all, I want to ask you, it's been over 7 years of being a professional footballer, and I know to a lot of young ones out there, their dream is to be a professional footballer, starting from codes, grew up in a Shyman, played through and all that. How has it been for you as a professional footballer? Talk to me about
Well, it hasn't been easy because you have to leave your best friends and your family back home. But at the end result, it's good because you go out there to make a lot of sacrifices to bring success back home. I would say it's not an easy one, but at the end, it's all good.
Amazing stuff. At the end, it's all good. You have lived almost a greater part of your professional career in Italy, and I'm told you can speak fluent Italian there, but that will be introduced at the latter part of this particular show. Talk to me about Italian football generally. Back in the days, we used to hear of the Catanaccio, where everything is compact, it's all about defensive mindedness. But talk to me, you have played in the Serie B, played throughout in Italian football. Talk to me about Italian football.
Well, I would say Italian league is one of the most difficult, one of the most difficult leagues in the world. And the Italian league is more tactical, and if you are able to play in Italy, I think you can play it all over the world. Because tactically, we are very disciplined. We are very disciplined in Italy.
Wow, tactical discipline. That's one of the air tools of a good player there. And about how hard it is adapting to Italian football. Can you talk to us about it? Because you going into Italian football as a foreigner, you are not one of them. Adaptation, how was it like for you?
Well, it hasn't been. It wasn't easy at the beginning because you go to a new country with new food, new everything becomes new to you, and also on the front of play, you don't understand the language and stuff, and also tactically, because let me say, when I was in Ghana here, when we were midfielder, maybe you can move all around on the field, on the middle of the field. But in Italy, when you're supposed to play at the holding and like you play in front of the defenders, you have to be moving at only that space. You can't move so much unless when it's, let's say, counter, you can go. But in Italy, it's different ball game altogether.
That's what we call tactical discipline there. Now, walk me through your journey in Italy. After that Under-20 World Cup in Turkey, your first move was Calcio Catania, right?
No, my first move was Chievo Verona. Well, actually, I signed for a contract with Chievo Verona, and after the World Cup, I went there, but I think I had some transfer issues with my club back here in Chievo, and at the end, everything went well at the end.
Okay, so from Chievo then to Calcio Catania?
Calcio Catania.
Okay, so
Calcio Catania, I signed for 5 years, and I was able to play only 1 year there. I mean, even the 1 year, I waited 6 months for my document to be ready. So I played 15 games in the last 6 months, and after that they gave me a loan to Salernitana with an option to buy, and I heavily impressed there, and they had option €1 million to buy me, and they bought me.
Amazing stuff there. So US Salernitana, they're one of the oldest clubs in Italian football history. They play at the Stadio Recci, 35,000 there.
It's very big.
So tell me about the experience at Salernitana.
Well, Salernitana, it was a great, it was a very great experience, because when I got there, they were having the beach there, and the people there, and before each game, the fans, before we joined the bus to the dressing room, you see all the fans coming to the bus, and they'll be hitting the bus, pull like this. And when you get to the pitch, before you do warm up, the curva is already full. So imagine.
Amazing. So you as a player, what does that do to you? Does it get you tensed up or it motivates you?
No, for me, from where I'm coming, on the part of the world where I'm coming out of from, it's very, very good for me, because when you see the crowd, like, it motivates you. Sure. It gives you some adrenaline. I don't know what this is. It gives you some adrenaline in Italian, say like this, some strength, extra strength to go. So for when I see the fans like this, I get much more motivated. So,
talk to me about your best game in the Salernitana jersey. Can you recall?
Well, I think my best one was against, let me say, Latina. I scored that goal from, I don't know, 40 yard distance. I don't know.
That's a thunderbolt.
That was my best game, I would say. But I had a lot of couple of best games. I think that was my best game so far.
Ah, amazing stuff there. So Moses Odjer is our guest here on Time with SC. But Moses, talk to me about how Ghanaians love Italian football, because it looks like Ghanaians seem to gel well in the Italian spaces. You can mention the names of Ghanaian players who have played in Italy, be it the Serie A and Serie B. You talk of Efriakwa, Samojan, Sule Muntari, or Michael Asian, Kwadwo Samoa, Ajiman Bedu. There's a very tall list. Talk to me about Italy and Ghana. What's it? What's the secret?
Well, I think in Italy, how they are tactical discipline, and when you have the strength, like in Africa, we play with more strength than skills, because the skills we are. I'm not discriminating anybody. We are less skilled than them. But in the Italian league, when you work extra harder, you get adapted to it, because it's all about tactical. And when you are tactically disciplined, you know what to do, because before the game, they'll tell you when you go there, you have to do like this. So immediately you get the ball, you know what to do, and without the ball, you know what to do. So everything becomes very easy for you.
Wow, amazing stuff there. Moses trying to dissect, that love story between Italian football and Ghanaian football. Moses, before we delve into national team issues, you made a switch from Salernitana to Palermo, a very big club in Italian football history. A lot of people want to know, when you made that move, I was one person who followed that particular transfer with keen interest, and a lot of questions about why that switch from Salernitana to Palermo. Talk to us about that move.
Well, it's a very, very complicated one, because I was like the last year of my contract in Salernitana, and when it came to the December, I signed a new contract. I signed a 4 year contract.
That's an extension?
An extension, I did an extension, and when the season ended, Salernitana, they wanted to deposit, they don't want to deposit, they wanted to deposit, they don't want to deposit, and I was there, and they were at pre-season. So when a lot of offers was coming, but when the Palermo offer came, I said yes, because I know everything about Palermo. When Efriakwa and Godfrey Donson was there, I was following them. So when the offer came, immediately I said yes, because I know they played in the Europa League. They are the 5th biggest city in Italy, and their fan base is crazy. And when the opportunity came, first I grabbed it.
Wow, amazing stuff there. So you currently play for Palermo. It's one of the biggest clubs in Italian football history, and you can recall, like you mentioned, they played in the Europa some years back and all that. But talk to me about your short stint at Palermo. What have you experienced so far? What are some of the unique things you've experienced so far, apart from it being one of the 5th biggest cities in Italy, and also the fan base? What different have you seen in Palermo that you were not seeing in the previous clubs?
Well, I think Palermo, they have something unique. I would say when I went there, all their staff and their sporting director, the president, everybody is caring, and even the fans, when they see you in town, how they receive you when you go to the beach, when you are walking, how they receive you in their banquets, everything, how they receive you is something unique. And also the players, my colleagues, they're exceptional on the field of play. I've never seen, to be honest, I've never seen such a good squad as a group.
Wow.
Everybody likes each other. When you are playing, when I'm not playing, there's no I want to play, you've taken my position. No, we are all together like a team. That's something unique I've seen there. Like we care for each other there.
Wow, wonderful, wonderful. So that kind of telepathy exists even off the pitch at Palermo.
Yeah, that part is the most important. That part is where I cherish so much, because there are a lot of people on the field. They are different people, and off the field they're also different. But these guys on the field and off, they are the same. They don't change anything. That's what makes them unique.
Fantastic, fantastic stuff there. So I'm going to ask you about something very sensitive. in football nowadays, and I want your candid opinion or your candid, thoughts on that. That's about racism in football. Italian football has received a lot of backlash about how they actually, deal with issues concerning racism. We've had players like Mario Balotelli, Moise Kean, and a host of players suffering, racism acts on the field. You personally, have you ever received a racist abuse?
In our game against Barry, when we played, let me see, when it was this Jesse, this shit we used when Palermo was 120 years old.
Okay.
We played with Barry and
just this previous season.
This season, December before the Christmas break, I had one incident with Miko Antenucci. He said something, but I got angry and I wanted to go out of the field because I heard him say something, and I wanted to go out of the pitch. And the referee and all the players, they come to grab me. They said, "Calm down, it's nothing." But what I heard after the game, he approached me and he said he didn't say that, but he said something different, and I take it in good faith because he said he didn't say it and he sworn, and I've forgiven him. And after the game, he took my number from a colleague and he sent me a message. He said,
he apologized?
Yeah, he said he didn't actually say that, but he said something different, and if I heard different thing, and he's sorry, and I should just make peace with him because the fans are threatening him and his family. And when he told me that first I made a post on Instagram, I said we are all one people, and the incident, he said he didn't say it, he said anything, we should just forget everything. And but actually I was very furious, I was very angry. So
what was it that he said? Can you interpret it? I know there are some unprintable words that are not allowed outside, but try to talk to us about it. Something like
Well, for me, I said I had negro de merda, that is black shit, and he said pezzo de merda, like it's not, that one is not like black shit, but it's a different insult, but it's not a black shit. So I had the other way around, like negro de merda, like
so blacks are negro.
Yeah, negro, like negro, black. You are black shit.
Oh.
I had black shit, and he said he didn't say black shit. So when he told me sorry, and I let everything go. Our game with them at the Barry. Before the game, we went to each other and we shook hands, and after the game, we exchanged shirts, and I even have his shirts here.
Oh, fantastic! So I'm sure that was a very good way of dealing with that particular situation. But generally, I want to hear from you. What's your thought on racism? How do you think that situation could be solved? Is it about darking points, or because we are yet to see a severe punishment meted out to perpetrators of such a barbaric act there? Because we are all humans, we all fight for equality, and we all want to be seen as one, regardless of the race or where we're coming from.
Well, for me, I would say we are all one people. It doesn't matter if I'm black, you are white, you are ash, you are indigo, you are violet. It doesn't matter. We are all human beings. We all breathe the same air. The same air.
Sure.
And I don't see any way we have to discriminate each other. We are all humans. I think we should just focus on on the football, and then we should just forget about the skin color and stuff, because if I have black skin color, you have white, we all have the same blood flow in our veins. I think it's nothing we should be talking about, as in the field of play. I would say you are negro de merda, you are Fankulu Peke, you are negro. It doesn't matter. We should just take the focus on the game, and let's just forget about the skin of the color.
So away from that particular controversial subject there, let's now delve into something about our national team. Moses Odjer made his name playing for the Ghana U20 team that's participated in the World Cup in Turkey. That's in 2013. He scored one of the fantastic goals of that particular tournament against Chile, and I bet you he's seated here, and I can tell you that has been his best goal of his career. Moses, am I lying? Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tell me.
Well, actually, I scored one in Ghana when I was in Temayut in the middle leg against the international. I shot from the middle of the pitch.
Like 50 yards.
Yes, this was very long. Very
But that didn't catch the eyeballs of the world. Yes. But that goal against Chile at the U20 World Cup, almost everyone was watching that game. It looked like the game of the tournament, because that game ended 4-3.
Yeah. Well, I think before that game, Francis Na told me I was going to score, and my brother Ebenezer He's in Ashaiman. He also told me I was going to score, and when Baba Rahman got the ball, he gave the ball to a champion. There, I was running, and if you see me, I slipped. My hand was on the floor. So when I woke up, I saw the ball up there, and I cannot use my head because it was far away. So I took it with my chest, and I took it well. I think I would say maybe it wasn't my best goal in my career, but I would say it's a great goal.
I can sense the nostalgia in your description. You know, I think you're still reminiscing that particular moment. And I remember watching that game with my father. May he so rest in peace. And immediately the ball landed on your chest, I knew that was going to be a goal because I'm someone who followed your instincts in the Ghana Premier League. I knew your shooting abilities and all that. Once you got the ball on your chest, I knew you were going with a second practice. And once you hit it and you hit it right, the Chile goalkeeper was nowhere to be found. Fantastic goal it is. And it continues to be one of my favorite goals scored by a footballer actually. So I think I'm extra delighted that I have someone I'm talking to who scored a fantastic goal. So talking about that particular squad, we have a chunk of them playing in the senior national team. You have played in the Black Starlet, that's the Ghana National 17, captained the team before.
Yeah.
Played for the Black Satellites under 20, and played for the Black Stars B. That's the local Black Stars. I mean the home base players. You are yet to feature in the senior national team, but the host of those players you played with at under 20 have already had a crack at the national team. Abdul Babaraman, Frank Champon, Joseph Atama Lawe, Richard Ofori, Richmond Kwachi,
Fred Duncan, and Simon Boateng, and
a tallest of players. But talk to me about that. You are yet to have a crack at the senior national team. Have you given up on the senior national team?
Well, actually, no, I haven't, because now I'm working 10 times harder than I used to work, and it's part of my dream to play for the Black Stars. But now I have to work extra hard as I'm working now, and I think now I'm ready. I think now I'm ready. Now I'm much more ready.
Fantastic. So you play in midfield, defensive midfield, and well, you are an all-round midfielder. Your position has a chunk of players who currently are much fixated in that position. So we have Baba Idrisu, which of course you know from Tema. There's your very good friend Thomas Tepate. There's Efria Aqua. There's Mubarak Maka. So you know, Ghanaians or Ghana as a country are blessed with midfielders, and these are players you played with. And I mean, they are your co-equals actually. But give me your pick of the lot. Which of them do you fancy playing alongside if you have the opportunity to play for the
actually, you know, I played with Thomas Partey in Tema Youth, and we played the Division 1 unbeaten, and we had a very fantastic season. We didn't lose each year. In a game in Aqua, I played one friendly game with him when we played the professionals in Ashaiman. And Wakaso, I haven't played with him, and Idrisu, I haven't played with him, and actually I played with only Aqua and Partey, but I would say I click well with Partey. Actually, I would say I click very well because we played the Division 1 unbeaten. I think I click well with him.
Talk to me about Thomas Partey. I mean, he's a personal friend. He plays for Arsenal currently and all that. I mean, are you in constant touch?
Sure. We communicate every day, and every time we communicate. When I send him a message, and when he doesn't see, he sends me back the next day. Or when he sends me and I don't see, I send him back the next day. And we are in contact.
How do you feel when you saw him make a move to the Premier League, where there are a lot of eyeballs?
Well, I was very happy because you know, when we were kids, everybody was fancying to play in the Premier League, and he was, and like I say, we call him like Gerald because he has that cake and stuff. So when he went to the Premier League, I was very happy for him because, come on, it's a success because from a time playing in the Premier League, it's something different.
Tell me something about Ashaiman football. They love to project their town a lot. People from Ashaiman, you know, gone were the days people were not proud enough to mention they're from Ashaiman. They hardly mention Ashaiman, but these days it looks like everyone in the music industry, in the football fraternity, even in academia, love to, you know, talk about Ashaiman. Talk me about Ashaiman.
Yeah.
Growing up in Ashaiman, how was it like?
Well, a lot of people were saying Ashaiman is a bad town. There are a lot of criminals, a lot of armed robbers, a lot of drug dealers. But to be frank with you, when I was growing up, I didn't see anything as such. I was just seeing a lovely people, because when you are not here, you don't know what goes in the city. I've never experienced anything like robbery, like killing. I've never experienced anything. So when I heard all these stuff, I said, come on, we are from Ashaiman, we are one people, we have to do something for the town to develop. So when I see the likes of Stormboy, myself, Thomas Party, all this coming up, I said this is a success for the community.
About success for the community and the town, Ashaiman there. So before we wrap up, I'm going to run you through quick 5 questions. Quick 5 questions here. This is more like a hot seat situation. So 5 quick questions for Moses Odjer. Oh, calm down. These are not difficult questions actually. These are just questions we can dangle around with. So quick 5 questions there. So my first question to you: what's your best food?
In Ghana or Italy?
Both. You should have a favorite.
I would go for beans, because when I was young, there was no much money. I go for beans with curry, because you just buy the little beans and you put a little curry inside, it becomes like concrete. So you eat in the morning and it covers all the day.
We call it gobe.
Well, my time we call it zozo.
Oh. Alright, so beans. Okay, that's fine. So beans your favorite food.
Yeah.
Your favorite music or musician? Sorry, let's go to the musician before the music or song.
Actually, I don't have one, but I love music, and I'll go for Kwabena and Abuakwa.
Okay. We're talking about love music. These are guys who could give you the vibe when it comes to love music there. Alright, so your best coach?
My best coach in Ghana.
But I know it's a difficult question.
Also, when I was in coast, everything all around.
From coast level to the professional football career.
Yeah, this is a difficult question.
Alright, let me do it simple for you. Okay, so from coast level, I know it will be quite difficult. So, in your professional career?
Professional career?
Yes.
If I mention one, I don't mention one, they'll kill me.
What's your favorite?
I think I had a lot of good coaches. Also the national team had some good coaches, but stuff.
Well, we can move on. We can move on. That I don't want to get you into trouble. We can move on. That. Your favorite player?
My favorite player, I'll go for Paul Scholes.
Paul Scholes. He's retired these days. Plays in a similar position as you. Loves to shoot from range there. But now, I'm sure you got shooting skills from Paul Scholes.
But now I fancy this guy at Napoli. Deme.
Okay.
Deme from I don't know where from Italy. I don't know where exactly, but this guy I saw him play one Coppa Italian with Napoli against at Inter, and he was brilliant. He was different.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Since then, I followed him till now.
What's the most difficult? Who is the most difficult player you've ever faced?
I'll go for Pogba.
Pogba.
Yes, because it's very tall. When you get the ball, you can't even see the ball. I have one picture here with him. You can see. You can't even see the ball.
Okay, so most of the sport Pogba. Okay, that's under 20 FIFA World Cup in Turkey. Yeah. That's 2013. He captained the France team. So talk me about Pogba. That episode, you met him twice. You played in the group stage and the semi-final.
Actually, the semis I didn't play because I was disqualified. I had I think 3 yellow cards, 2 yellow cards.
Okay,
so I didn't play the finals.
So in that particular first group opener with Pogba, how was it like playing against?
Well,
Pogba?
actually, in Ashaiman, we were having some Manchester United fans, and before the tournament, they said, "Be careful, you don't go to meet Pogba." And unfortunately for us, we were in the same group, and before the game, I was normal because I know they were having almost all of them were playing in Europe and we were in the local league. But as the game was going on, when he gets the ball, both foot, left and right, can take the ball at the right, control with the right, and give with the left, control with the left and give with the right. And he's strong, he's good with the feet, good in the air. He's all-round player. He's a very, very good player.
Oh, amazing stuff there. So Moses Odjer idolizing Paul work back there. So before you draw the curtains on this particular time with Moses Odjer, Moses, talk to me about Tema Youth, former club, Tema Youth Football Club. And this is a team that these days, in the current Division 1 season, they went about 18 matches unbeaten. They are trying to come back into the Premier League. Do you monitor their games?
Well, I do monitor their games, and I think they are doing extremely well. Like how hot we did myself, Thomas Partey, Atama, when we played Division 1 unbeaten. I think they are doing well, and they should continue. You know, they are having the same coach, Tony Loco, the one who took us to the Premier League unbeaten at the Division 1. I think when they continue, I think they could go to the Premier League, and I think they are doing so well. They should continue.
So Moses Odjer with some kind words there to his former team, Tema Youth Sporting Club. So Moses, so you reside in Italy now. You speak Italian. There, I would want you to say a few words into the camera in Italian. A bit of encouragement to young folks out there who want to dream big, who want to play some professional football. Something in Italian.
Okay. Voglio dire qualcosa, ciao a tutti, voglio dire se hai qualche sogno, per tutto il rispetto e per favore non mollare mai, continua a sognare, continua a lavorare e andrà tutto bene, solo questo c'è per dire.
So can you translate that for me?
Actually, I said when you are young and you have a dream, never give up on the dream, continue working and everything will go well.
Amazing stuff there. I only understand just one word in Italian. It's fratello.
Fratello means my friend, my brother.
My brother, fratello. Yeah. So.
And also ciao. You know ciao also. Ciao.
Yeah, ciao. Thank you.
Like hi.
Yeah, hi. Oh, thank you. Also ciao. All right, so ciao. Wow, fantastic. So Moses, thanks for having you here on this particular show. I'm told you are coming up with a YouTube channel. You'll be speaking to players, your colleagues, and all that about. You'll be interviewing them. You'll be in the hot seat now. So it's very rare for footballers to interview their colleague footballers, and I think it's a fantastic initiative. Can you talk to briefly about it?
Yeah, well, I got this idea from someone, and I just want to try to open my own YouTube channel to interview for my friends to know the life about me, both on the field and off the field. And also I'll bring to them some mini interviews with my colleague footballers, and I hope it goes well as you are doing to me now.
Oh, fantastic! For interviewing players, it's one thing that brings about a lot of joy. People always want to know what's going on in the life of a professional footballer, and I've always wanted to be like that. Right from my infancy, I love being around footballers, so I know definitely you're going to get it right. I mean, Italy, a lot of players around there, and
I hope.
Fingers crossed. There are a lot of Ghanaian footballers in Italy, and I'm sure you're going to get a lot of them. I just hope they give you the chance.
Well, actually, I'll get a lot of them, and not only the blacks, but also the whites. Watch out.
Yeah, that's good. But I have a personal appeal. I'd be glad if you interview Cristiano Ronaldo.
Then I have to work 20 I'm doing now.
I'll be super delighted to have Moses Odjer.
But everything is possible. Everything is possible.
Absolutely.
Everything is possible.
Absolutely. Impossible is nothing in our books. Impossible is nothing in our dictionary here. So Moses, thanks for welcoming me into your home today.
Anytime you do like this, when you go to the club, you want to do like this.
Oh, this way. Fantastic. So that's the Italian game. Okay. And this. You are the man. Alright, so I'm sure you've been wondering all this while. Right behind me are frames of Moses Odjer throughout his professional career and all he has been able to achieve. Moses, if you don't know, speaks fluent Italian. You heard it at the final part of this particular show. Thanks for joining me here on Time with SG. I'll be bringing you some exclusive interview with most of the Ghanaian footballers who play their trade outside and also in the Ghana Premier League. Until then,